Hi, welcome back to Reading with Money. I'm Money, and this is the first part of my Wonderthon vlog. It was getting too long. I never filmed an intro, so after this you're gonna go back into the past. Today is like Tuesday the 13th, so yes. This vlog goes from last Saturday the 3rd up to, well, actually last Saturday the, what was it, 11th? No, 10th? Dates. Anyway, it was like the first week, Saturday to Saturday. But yeah, I never filmed that intro, so here I am. If you don't know, the Wonderthon, the Ancient Wonders readathon, is a new readathon created by Lizzie from Lizzie's Literary Life. I'll leave her channel down below, as well as anyone else I mention during this video. But yes, it's a teams-based readathon, and I am part of Rhodes, and I am super excited about how things are going, so I won't say anything else, but it's been a lot of fun. You will see now that we went a little bit, everything got a little bit too intense and competitive. So I've been reading way more than I would have read at this point of the month, I think. I'm actually caught up with my Goodreads goal, which is, if you have watched my previous videos, you know that my reading has been a bit all over the place lately, so that's amazing. You will also see that I've been, for most of this readathon, and all the updates I've made have been from my other sofa, because it's like my place to sit down and have dinner and yeah, have everything at hand, like laptop, book, snacks. So yes, I won't be moving from that spot. Also blanket and cats, so you'll see that repeated during the vlog. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say. So now I will hand you back to past Money. Okay, so I just got home and everything is chaos. Today's the first day of the Wonderthon readathon, and yes, there's one of the teams that is like going all out, like attacking people, because it's a points-based readathon with teams and everything. Yes, so I just got home. Everyone has been reading and sprinting for like hours, but I'm gonna start reading. The first book I'm gonna read, hold on, is this. This is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, but it's in Spanish, so it will count for a translated book, so for the civics points, and it will also count for not set in the US or the UK, and something else I can't remember, but anyway, it will get me like 12 points. So it's pretty short too. It's like 200 pages and pretty big writing as well, like font, so shouldn't take me long. I'll let you know what I think. I haven't seen the movie. I wasn't particularly interested in reading this. I'm not even sure where I got this. Probably was gifted to me or something, I don't know. But yes, all I know is that it's very sad. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I'm in the exact same position. I'll probably will be for the rest of the day, so yes. I just finished The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. Don't know if I said it before. Anyway, it was very easy to read. I hadn't read in Spanish, I think, since last year, because I typically read in English, and I think this is the first book I've read that is translated in a very long time, because the books I read in Spanish last year were written by Uruguayan authors, so they were written in Spanish. This is translated, and it's a Spanish from Spain translation, and I haven't read one of those in like ages. If you don't know, we Uruguayans speak a different Spanish than the original Spanish from Spain, in more ways, I would say, than it's a lot more different than American English is different from British English, I would say. So it is a bit jarring sometimes, some of the expressions, or yeah, but it reminded me of a lot of like vocabulary that I guess I hadn't encountered because I haven't read in Spanish in such a long time. So I probably will have to remedy that at some point. But anyway, I finished it. I gave it 3 stars. I think that, I mean, the concept is fine. I mean, as an adult, you read it and you know exactly what's going on. You know that this is about Auschwitz and the concentration camps and, you know, the Nazis. But what I don't buy is that this 9-year-old kid wouldn't know who Hitler was. Like, he's going to school. He's like, I think he might have been too young for Hitler's youth, but there's no way that he didn't know who Hitler was, at least. Like, the concentration camps, yes, nobody was supposed to know about that, but anyway, that kind of threw me off a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. It was fine. It was fine. I don't know if children would read it and they would feel also that they are being like condescended, that the book is being condescending. Is that right? Anyway, I'm gonna go choose my next book. I ended up submitting this for military prompts because we are getting our butts kicked. So we need the military points instead of the civics. So anyway, catch up with you later. Choosing book 2. Hold on. We need a poetry prompt. So I'm reading Good Morning, Good Night by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and it's illustrated by Johnny Sun. I've had this for a while and I've only read like a couple of the poems, especially during the pandemic. Like I would open the book and I would read one, but I haven't read the whole thing. So I'm gonna do this now. It should be an easy read. There's like one poem per page or something. So yes, if you don't know, this originally was a set of tweets that Lin-Manuel Miranda would like tweet every morning and every night. And they were all like encouraging, inspirational, and just heartfelt and beautiful. I know it's gonna make me tear up, so I'll let you know later. Okay, so I finished the book and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it later, but I just wanted to show you I tabbed a few of the poems to like show to my coworkers, or you know, whenever I need some inspiration. So this one is my favorite, I think. Okay, so let me read it to you because it's so beautiful. Hold on. Good morning. This feeling will pass. This workload will pass. These people will pass. But look at you with the gift of memory. You can time travel to the good stuff just by closing your eyes and breathing. Then come right back to now, eyes up for the good stuff ahead. You magic thing. Good night. This moment will pass. This fatigue will pass. Tonight will pass. But look at you with the gift of imagination. You can teleport to where you're happiest just by closing your eyes and breathing. Then come right back to now, check in with the present. You magic thing, you. I love Lin-Manuel Miranda. What a human. And the illustrations by Johnny Sun are beautiful. Obviously, this was 5 stars. It was great. And we got a bingo with this, so I'm very proud of myself. Anyway, I'm gonna go choose a book, and then I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna read that last book for today, because I have never read so many books. I mean, they're very short, but I've been sitting here for hours already, so I'll be back. Okay, please do ignore the general state of me. I have like some sort of allergy under my eyes, apart from like my normal dark circles. So yes. Also, I've been sitting here for hours, so my hair, who knows what it's doing. But I have a cat on my lap, and that is all I need, basically. So yeah, final update before I go to bed, because I am exhausted. I have finished my 3rd book. I read in Spanish, in translation, for this readathon. I read 6 Graves to Munich by Mario Puzo, who was the author of The Godfather. But that was his first published book, and it was published under a pseudonym. What are they called? They don't have a name. Nom de plume. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I had gotten the book as a gift from my best friend literally 11 years ago. And for some reason, I never read it back then. And then I didn't forget about it, but it was like there. And I quite enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars. I haven't read The Godfather. I've only watched the movies kind of reluctantly. This is a thriller in which we follow this guy who was a spy during World War II, and he's captured by the Nazis, and he's tortured, and he's left for dead, but he actually survived. And then he spends basically the next, I don't know how many years, 15 years, I don't know, deciding how he's going to get revenge. And he then goes through Europe trying to find the 7 men who tortured and killed his wife, etc. It reads like a sort of noir thriller kind of thing with a lot of violence, but not a lot, even though the things the poor man went through are very much described in detail. Maybe I read it too fast, but it's very short. It's like 170 pages, so it's not something that would take too long anyway to read. But anyway, yes, the characterization of women in this book just gave me the ick sometimes. But yeah, I guess it was enjoyable, and it gave us another bingo for Rhodes. So now we're deciding who to attack, and it's been a lot of fun. We'll see if we win against who we are declaring battle. That was not a sentence. I should probably check Discord because that's what's happening. And then I'm going to go to bed and see what I do next tomorrow. I forgot to mention, I was originally reading this book because it would give me a bunch of civics points for the readathon, like 12, because it's a book in translation, because it's in Spanish. And yeah, it gave me a bunch of points. But then I discovered that it was published before 1975, so that would give us the bingo. So I switched my thing. So this readathon is really making me read some books that I had forgotten about, or just that weren't on my radar necessarily. And yeah, I'm now only 7 books behind my Goodreads goal. So that's just fine, I guess. So yes, thank you, Lizzie, for organizing this. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, it's making me read. Made me just read for hours without touching my phone, or just listen to classical music as I was reading. So yeah, that was great. We'll see if I can keep this up for well, at least during the weekends of the readathon, because during the week I have a job. Hi, baby. Anyway, now yes, I think I'm going to wait to see the bingo being declared and the battle being declared, and then I'm just gonna go to bed. I just filmed a whole clip and I was not actually recording. What was I saying? Right. So today is day 2 of the readathon. I don't know what my sweater is doing, but it's annoying me. So today is day 2 of the readathon. I read this morning, but I forgot to update. So I'll do that right now. So the first thing I read this morning was Hamlet, Prince of Robots. Can't remember the author's name. I read on my Kindle, so I'll put the picture up here. And I'm not gonna go look it up right now. This, as you can probably tell, is a Hamlet retelling, and it's with robots. It's like a modern retelling, and yes, Hamlet and a bunch of other characters are robots, are AI, very advanced AI. And you can really tell that yes, Hamlet is super emotional, like he has developed human emotions or whatever. It's super interesting. But anyway, it's like a pretty much scene by scene retelling of Hamlet. And I think the author did a really good job in like such a short book, because it's a novella, to really capture the different themes of Hamlet and bring them into a modern context. So I thought that was great. And yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was, like I said, very interesting. Also, Hamlet is in a relationship with Horatio. Love that. Like the King of Infinite Space. I keep thinking about that book. I'm gonna have to reread it soon. But anyway, so yeah, I thought it was interesting which characters were made into robots in this version. We have obviously Hamlet, and Hamlet the First, like the king, who dies. Laertes was also an AI, and Claudius, but it's a female robot. And then Gertrude, the queen, was like the CEO of the company, Elsinore, that created these AIs, and then Polonius was also part of the developing team or whatever. He's the worst, of course. And Ophelia works there as well as a developer. I thought it was really well done, and I really enjoyed it. And it's a fun, quick read, and it ends in the exact same way that Hamlet ends. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, right now, Ruby from Ruby Red, I'll leave her channel down below, and everyone else I mentioned in this vlog, is hosting reading sprints. They have started already, and I haven't read a page yet because I've been updating the blog. So I am reading Stardust. Oh, I forgot to say, I read... Someone just scored a goal. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. I think Uruguay is playing, like the under-20s. Yeah, they are celebrating. I don't even know what tournament it is. I usually am quite up to date with our football. Oh my god. There. Wow, that is a lot. Oh, Jesus. These people are insane. Anyway, I say that, and if I were watching the game, I would be shouting as well, probably. But it's very annoying because I can't film people. Come on. I should close my windows. Anyway, I read Hamlet, Prince of Robots for scientific prompts because it was an ebook, which got me 2 points, and then 4 points for a new release. You can stack up the prompts. So I got 6 points for that. But now I'm going to read Stardust by Neil Gaiman, and because it's an author I read from before and it's under 250 pages, it will give me like 24 points. So I'm excited for that. It's also quite short, under 250 pages. Again, not really sure what this is about, apart from the fact that it's Neil Gaiman and this guy is going to look for a star for his beloved. That's pretty much all I know. I'm gonna go read before these first sprints are done. And yeah, talk to you later. Again, I have not moved from this spot. I now have my other cat on my lap. But anyway, I just finished Stardust and I loved it so much. I love Neil Gaiman, and I'm gonna have to do some investigating because I just read the author's note, and there's a story written in this universe by Susanna Clark. I have to go find it tomorrow. But anyway, I loved it. It was great. A beautiful adult fairy tale, funny, charming, kind of grim at times. But yeah, I love it. I will have to watch the movie at some point. Our team, though, is doing really well. We are very close to building our wonder, the Colossus of Rhodes, and hopefully by the time I wake up tomorrow, the people in the other hemisphere will have read the remaining pages, and yeah, we will get a lot more points for civics prompts. I'll have to see what I read from tomorrow on. But yeah, I'm off to bed. I have so many things to do before bed. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Hi, hello. So the light is probably atrocious, but I can't be bothered to set up the tripod for this, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Anyway, today is day 4 of the readathon. Today is the 7th of June. I didn't update yesterday. Or when was the last day I updated? No, I haven't updated since Sunday? I'm lost. Anyway, I definitely did not tell you about the book I read on Monday. So on Monday I read To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. I loved it so much. 5 stars. Oh my god. Basically, it's a short novella about, in some distant future in which we have sent some astronauts looking for planets that host life, and on just an investigation mission, like a research-based mission. Like they're not there to terraform the planets or to try to colonize or anything. They're just there to investigate and take note of new life and things. And it was just so beautiful. I love space. I love space so much, and it just reminded me of those like hopeful stories by, I don't know, Bradbury or whatever. And I loved it. I love Becky Chambers' style. The book doesn't really have that much of a plot. It's just vibes and a little bit of conflict and like, I don't know, just very precious human relationships. And I just had a coughing fit because I'm dying from like how beautiful that book was. Anyway, can't wait to read the Wayfarer series, which is like the next thing I'm definitely gonna tackle at some point, because yes, I loved it so much. I don't know what my hair is doing again. Like, the humidity is insane right now, so yes, whatever. That was Monday, and then I don't remember what I put that up for. I think it was, yeah, I put that up for military prompt for like set in the future. And now I am reading The Ladies of Grace Adieu by Susanna Clarke. Because remember, when I read Stardust, I read that Susanna Clarke had written a story that was in the universe of Stardust, and I investigated a bit, and it was in this book, The Ladies of Grace Adieu, which is a collection of short stories in her universe of Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which I read a couple of years ago and I loved it, and I have been wanting to read The Ladies of Grace Adieu for a while, so I finally started yesterday. I love Susanna Clarke's writing, like, oh my god. And it just brought me back to the world of Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and it was just amazing. I love it so much. So yes, I am finishing that book today because I didn't get to last night. My eyes were falling off, basically. But yes, I'm definitely finishing right now. Like, I'm filming this and then I'm finishing the book, and then I'll see what I submitted as. I'm not sure if I'm gonna submit it as an ebook and then do science points, or yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see. You're now looking at my cat's tail. Come on, baby. There you are. Anyway, you want to say hi? Anyway, I'm gonna go to read now. I just have a couple of stories, I think, so excited. Pausing to say that, oh my god, that is bad. Pausing to say that this story has endnotes, like footnotes. I have missed Susanna Clarke's footnotes, like as they are in Jonathan Strange, especially after reading Babel, which was supposed to like be a response to Jonathan Strange or whatever. And I did not enjoy the footnotes in that book because they didn't add anything to the story, or they were just like obvious remarks from the narrator. These are like genuinely interesting like asides and fascinating. In this one I just read references Tolkien, so I'm just yes, thank you, Susanna Clarke. So my cat and I are here to tell you that I finished Verity. What did we think, baby? All I can say is that my brain hurts. I'm gonna be thinking about this book for a while. The writing is bad. Like, so many things. Just bad. And at the same time, it's like, it's a really cool concept, and the plot twist, I should say, is good, but it's badly executed. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but yeah. That, however, has put us over the 2000 point mark for our wonder, which, we have already passed the 1000, but yes, we were the first to reach 2000, so I'm excited, and I need to go to bed. We have taken another wallop today from Ephesus, can't remember how to pronounce that. So yeah, but they have been quiet for a while. Nobody has attacked anyone, so I'm kind of scared about tomorrow, but yeah. Anyway, we're off to bed. Tomorrow is Friday, at last. I forgot to say, I didn't finish updating last night when I finished The Ladies of Crazy Do, but it was beautiful. Like, I loved it. It was like magical, delightful. Like, yeah, Susanna Clark. Yes. Oh no, my cat's leaving. That's sad. Well, that's good anyway, because I need to get up from here. But I'm still thinking about Verity and like texting my sister about it. I also have my other cat in my lap, and she's very asleep, and I will have to move her. And it's always sad when you do that. I mean, how can you move when you have a beautiful cat like that sleeping? Look at her. Hi, baby. She wasn't that asleep then. Hi. Hi, hello. I'm still in the same place. Like I will be forever, I guess. But I just finished a book. I'll tell you about it later because I just got us a bingo, and Lizzie just announced the points for today, and we're winning by a lot. Our chat, the Discord is going mad with it, and now we need to decide what we're gonna do with our bingo, but this is so much fun. Yeah, I just had to tell you that. Yeah. Okay, so while I wait for the bingo to be declared or not, or I don't know if we're gonna attack or not, the vote is very close right now. I'll tell you about the book I just read. So I finally read Folk by Zoe Gilbert. Put the picture up here because the cover is beautiful. I've wanted to read this since last year when I read Zoe Gilbert's other book, Mischief Acts, which was one of the weirdest books I've ever read. And this one was just, again, magical, kind of. Also kind of sad, pretty sad, I would say. It's some interconnected stories set on this island that is fictional, but it's kind of based on the Isle of Man, apparently. And it's just like folk tales. It follows like a generation of the inhabitants of this island, and obviously all the characters know each other, and so each story you kind of get glimpses into the other characters as they appear. And yeah, they're all very different. They all have some sort of like, I don't know, folksy, or I don't know what the word is, kind of fairy tale-esque feeling to it. Very earthy, very, I don't know, it was beautiful, very lyrical, and again, pretty sad as well. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. But yes, it was a pretty productive afternoon of reading. And now I need to decide if I'm going to go to bed early or if I'm going to try to read something else. I don't know. Or, I mean, not finish, but at least start. Also, we are so close to hitting 2,500 pages, like read altogether, like wonder points. And I think we're going to be the first team to get there, but I need to go to bed. So I'll have to see if we hit it when I wake up. Anyway, exciting. Okay, so I'm about to walk out the door because I'm going to watch Little Mermaid again. yeah. But I wanted to update the vlog before I leave because then I'll be too tired to do it. So, I don't know where. Yeah, last night after I finished Folk, I ended up starting 3 Hours by Rosamund something Lipton. I'll put the picture up here. This was, I finished it just now on Lizzie's sprints again. It was hard. It was hard to read. This book is about a school shooting, a fictional one in England. It's set up like a thriller, and we jump around between characters and what they're doing, and the police investigation, and the students and the teachers. And as a teacher, it was super hard to read. We haven't had anything like that in Uruguay, thankfully. But every time I hear about a school shooting in the US, I'm just absolutely horrified. And reading about it, was not easy. As a thriller, it's very good. I think I gave it 4 stars. But yeah, it was hard to read. Anyway, I submitted that for 24 science points. So that's great. I also woke up today to the news that we had hit 2,500 wonder points, and we got a surprise advantage. I think that by the time I post this, all the teams will have achieved theirs. But yes, we get like a second advantage chosen randomly, and we got the science one. So we're all very excited about that. Just now, I think Babylon hit theirs. So we're just waiting on 2 teams. I think that by the time I post this, the news will be out. So it will be fine. If not, I'll just edit this out. Anyway, I'm off now. I think I'm already running late. So see you later. Okay, and I never filmed a proper outro either. So that was week 1. We have 1 more week to go. I have already started the vlog for the second part. And yeah, again, this has been super exciting. Again, thank you, Lizzie, for hosting this. And thank you to all the team captains, because you all have been doing an amazing job. I cannot believe how much work you guys have been putting into this, and also how much fun it's been. Let me know in the comments if you're participating in the Wonderthon or any other readathon. What team are you on? And if you have read any of these books, because my choices have been pretty varied this month. But yeah, so far so good. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to see what happens for the last week. I cannot wait. Hi, Kitty, you wanted to say bye? Aw, look at her. Hi. What? Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, happy reading!